What's up, everybody? What's up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Dodgers versus Marlins. Game one of a three-game set from sunny Florida. Is it sunny, though? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But shout out to the early arrivals. Yosemite Hiker is up in here, up in here. Ella Shiva Jones and me. I'm here. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. This game is set to start at 6:40 p.m. Eastern. That's 3:40 where I live. Dreyer gets the start. Alcantara, the start for the Marlins. My understanding is Dreyer will be just in for an inning or so, and then Kasparius will take over. Joseph Caffrey in the house. What's up, Mr. Caffrey? Robin Brazel up in here. Up in here. What's up, Brazel? So the lineup, y'all, the lineup. You heard me ranting. You heard me raving last night. Hassan Kim will get the start at second base today, his first as a big league ball player. Going to start earning that $12 million over three. And some people around the world, I'm talking about you, D-Mac, have become Kim believers. Almost like it happened overnight, chat. Almost like it happened overnight. The nation grumpy is very, very grumpy with Conforto. Very, very angry with Conforto. But he's going to be starting in left. Let's take a look at today's starting lineup, y'all. Starting lineup. That's way too small, Valhalla. I can't see that, sir. Oh, no problem. No problem. There's the starting pitchers. And here are the lineups. Get out the way, AI Valhalla. Move, Valhalla. Get out the way. So for the Dodgers, Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Hernandez, Smith, Muncy, Pajes, Conforto, Kim. For the Marlins, Edwards, Stowers, Wagaman, Sanchez, Norby, Myers, Pauly, Fortes, Sanoa. Those are today's starting lineups. Here are the stat leaders for these two ball clubs. Oscar still leads the team with 9 home runs. Nervous for the Marlins, 7. Stolen bases, Ohtani 9, Xavier Edwards 8. I don't know why they took RBIs off there. Yamamoto now, 40 innings pitched, 49 strikeouts. Kirsten interviewing him right now. Let me listen in. They should have bunted, is what they should have done. All right, betting line for today, y'all. Dodgers favored by a run and a half. Marlins getting a run and a half. Dodgers minus 210 on the money line. Marlins plus 170. Over under run scored 9.5. 9.5 the over under. Vast majority of the bets and the vast majority of the money is on the Doyers. Let's get your predictions, chat. Who's going to win and what's the score going to be?
Relive this exciting world champ clinching moment. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers and Marlins from Miami. First pitch coming up at 3:40. Ready to live that Zenshi sweet life? Here's your chance for an unforgettable night in Los Angeles with 2 premium suite tickets to a game complete with gourmet food, drinks, and preferred parking. It's luxury, it's exclusive, and it's all just one scan away. All you got to do is head to the Zenshi counter near the deli counter at any participating Ralph's grocery store. You scan the QR code there at the Zenshi counter. You get your phone out. You scan the QR code. You know how to do that. Then you fill out the information. Enter for your chance to win this once-in-a-lifetime experience. Details at am570lasports.com. Zenshi Sushi. Enjoy it right now for lunch, in fact. Fast, fresh, and easy. Find it at your local Ralph's right by the deli counter.
David Vassay. And now, what will likely be Vassay fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
Hey, we did this in L.A. We're going to do it exclusively for the Dodgers Audio Network in Miami. I'm joined right now by Marlins manager and former first base coach and field coordinator for the Dodgers, and he meant a lot more than that to so many. Clayton McCullough. Clayton, you look the same from last week.
You know what, David? I hope I didn't age that much in a week. Now, maybe in September.
Yeah. Hey, I saw earlier today, I got to witness some of the new ideas that you're implementing here, where Wednesday's starting pitcher was throwing a live BP. What was the thought behind that?
I think we believed organizationally that it was a way to train and practice a little differently, to make your practice setting a little more representative of the game. Some ways, for the hitters, you think the more times you get to face a live arm and see a delivery and see pitches and gain at bats that way is a terrific thing for them. And on the pitching side too, to see how your pitches are reacting, to hitters. Maybe it ramps up the practice intensity a little bit, where you're kind of getting it closer to what your game reps are gonna feel like. And we believe, hopefully in time it it helps guys with command. It just helps them, from start to start, be able to, better somewhat have that feeling in between closer to what the game is going to be like.
You're an open-minded guy, obviously. When that idea was presented to you, what was your first reaction?
You know what? I think last year, organizationally, the lower levels of the minor leagues had experimented with it. And so we came into this year and wanted to try to run this thing out more from top to bottom. I like the idea. I do. I like the idea. I think it's, again, like trying to make our practices a little more difficult, make our training, again, more representative of what you're going to see in the game. And so, I've had an open mind to it, and I appreciate our guys for them, embracing it and, giving it a shot, because we believe it's going to, pay dividends for us as we move forward.
I've heard of pitchers basically competing against their stuff on the TrackMan, the iPad, and side sessions anyway. So I guess if they're going to do that, why not get that type of experience?
Right, and our pitching coaches have been right there, and like each setting is a little different. Sometimes they're out there, maybe they still their work. Maybe they're working on 0-0 pitches, or they're working on a 2K, breaking balls, or how to finish, or sequencing. So it's still a very similar mindset to how they're maybe approaching that session and trying to get out of it. Now with the extra stimulus of having a hitter in there, with also helping them control the effort level to keep it in a place where everyone feels good with, but practicing a little bit more aggressively, or we believe it's going to help our guys, and I think we just viewed it like what we think is best for the Miami Marlins and our group, and felt it was it's worth the shot now and moving forward.
Clayton McCullough is our guest, and it's a testament to Clayton and his coaching staff that at Dodger Stadium, how hard your team still plays all 27 outs. You've got to be proud of that you've already established that this early in the season.
That is, and credit to our players. I mean, I think that's kind of been it. You just keep playing. I mean, we've had some games where it didn't look great at the end of the game, but you just keep going. If you're able to get a Tanner Scott up and get hot in the ninth inning, or if you're able to get Alvarado for the Phillies up in the ninth inning, and even though you come up short, like that's in some ways it's a small victory within a long season. So that's it. You keep playing the entire way through, because this is the major leagues. Like, you're a professional. Like, you just keep going. Every at bat you take is get invested into it, and when the game's over, it's over. But until then, you just keep on. You guys just keep playing, and you kind of start to create a little identity for yourself that you're a group that's just going to play hard and play all the way through the game.
You're not going to like this, but last week at Dodger Stadium, the Dodgers stole 3 bases against the Marlins. And your guy, Shohei Ohtani, was behind all of it because you taught him really well on what to identify. I saw him in the dugout giving Woodward some tips. So your legacy lives on to this day, even though it might be against the Marlins.
Well, I guess in some ways that's great to hear. In other ways, it doesn't feel nearly as fun being on the other end of it as it used to be watching it. But he's a special talent, and he's very smart, and we all know how committed he is to his craft and everything he does. So, that's something like our group is working extensively just overall to try to, improve upon. But it was better looking at it from my vantage point than it currently is.
Before I let you go, you got the championship ring. The team and Ohtani presented it to you in L.A. Where is it now?
Safe and secure.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't wear it around a Marlins Park every day?
No, don't wear it around. No, it's safe and secure, David. It was a cool gesture by everyone. I appreciated it.
Hey, we appreciate you, Clayton McCullough. I know you're wearing the teal and black and orange, but certainly your roots are with the Dodgers in a lot of ways, and you made such an impact on so many. Thank you again for the time, and I don't get tired of talking to you, so I'll come see you the next 2 days, too.
Come over here and see me, David. I love seeing you, my friend. Take care.
There he is, the man, Clayton McCullough, doing a great job here in Miami. We'll send it back to you in the studio, Tim.
One of the good guys, even though he's on the other side now with the Miami Marlins, a great baseball mind in Clayton McCullough. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. We're leading you up to first pitch from Miami. Up next, we're going to break down this pitching matchup. Don't go anywhere. I'm Tim Case, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Meet LA Care Health Plan, the #1 choice for Medi-Cal in LA.
All right, chat. So we're looking at, I should probably look at the watch first. We're looking at about 15 minutes. 15 minutes to first pitch for Dodgers Diamondbacks Game 1. And looking forward to it, y'all. Thank you for being here. 34 in the house on a Monday. Happy Monday, everyone, says Daniel Berry. Happy Monday to you. Shelby says Valhalla. FJ says Val, who you got winning the West? I don't think anyone's going to beat OKC, bro. I think they're going to win it all. Sally checks in from the seashore. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. Yeah, we need to get a new win streak started today. Get a new win streak started today. I'm excited for Kim's debut, though, y'all. He's batting ninth, so not too much pressure on the kid. I'm afraid he's really only got these 3 games to make an impression, because I think Tommy's going to come off the injured list that first game on Thursday that I'm going to. So they'll probably send Kim back down, because I'm not sure they got a spot for him. There's a lot of big money guys sitting on this roster, and I'm not sure Guggenheim is ready to eat that just yet this early in the season. So I want him to do well here. We got 3 days. I imagine he'll be in the lineup for every game in this series, I'm hoping. But they're not going to send Hernandez away. They're not, or KK away. They're not going to send Conforto anywhere with that big ass contract. And we all know Chris Taylor is immune to the DFA bug. So I don't know. Dodgers like to keep, a number of pitchers always. So I just don't think there's a spot there. And you don't want him sitting in the big leagues not getting playing time either. If the goal is to get him used to American baseball, even if he was, like the MVP VIP of that Korean league. But I hope he kicks butt today, y'all. I hope he kicks absolute tail. But I'll stream all 3 games of this Marlins series, and then I'll be gone on Thursday. I'll probably stream a couple times from the stadium just to say howdy to everybody, and then I'll be back at the ranch on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the last 3 games of that D-back series. Now, as weird as it sounds, I will be in the blind for all 3 of those Diamondback games, I believe, because Diamondbacks have a jacked up television program, and I didn't pay the extra $100 for that. So I'll probably be in the blind, and we'll have to use the audio. But I anticipate returning to camera and on the mic starting next week, and we'll be running those concurrent streams that just play the audio and the stats. The no talent hacker streams like this one we're doing today. Now would be a good time to insert ads, it says. Okay, well, here they are. I've got the ads turned off today, y'all. I've got them turned off. Still trying to work on that deal, but I'll be throwing them in from time to time. Hopefully where there's nothing going on so you don't miss any of the action. What you up today, Miss Shelby? What you up to? You at the old Neon Hotel? Keeping them people in line? Put your towels in the corner. Put your towels in the corner. Don't throw them in the bathtub. All right, let's get our called shots for tonight, they call them. Call your shot. Who's hitting a home run tonight for the boys in blue? Who's your called shot for this evening? What's up, some robe? The Colt. A Colt, man. I never once offered you Kool-Aid. Would you like some Kool-Aid, though, Obe? Would you like to get your drink on, have a little Kool-Aid? It's strawberry flavored. But if it's got a weird taste, don't worry. Don't worry. Paperwork today at the old Neon Motel for Shelby. All right, let's bring the radio back in. I'll enjoy the show, y'all. Enjoy it.
Of the coin, the Dodgers already saw Alcantara, roughed him up only 2 1/3 innings in that start in Los Angeles. Mentioned earlier that Shohei Ohtani, the first pitch of the ball game, hit the home run off of Alcantara. Here's the other part too. Runners in scoring position, Alcantara, a .438 batting average against.
Armando Castillo Lovelli checking in from Tijuana,
Already 10
Mexico.
times runners have stolen second base in the right hand.
We've got to be patient with him, too. His walk rate is double what it was before Tommy John surgery, so over 14% walk rate for Sandy Alcantara. So the Dodgers and Marlins getting set for the first of 3 games here in South Florida. Tim?
All right, first pitch coming up.
Beautiful.
Dodgers
Miami
and
is
Marlins when
stunning.
it's all over. David Vassay is back and got you covered with all the post-game festivities, reaction from the manager, the clubhouse, and, of course, Dodger talk as well. First things first, 9 innings of
Nelson
baseball
Caros
coming
on
up.
the
Dodgers
call
looking to
for
get back on
Sportsnet.
track after having their 7-game
We
winning
obviously
streak
get
come to an
Monday
end
and
last
Nelson.
night in Atlanta. Now they're in Miami to start a series against the Marlins. First pitch is next. Enjoy it. I'm Tim Case, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
Rubio
Audio
in the
Network.
house. What's up, dude?
That's it! It's a World Series win for LA! They've done it!
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way! Get out the way! Get out the way! Yeah.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers.
Listen, y'all, I'm only 15 subscribers away from 22.5. 15 away, 22.5. Current V-Homie count, 115, 115er. Thank you so much.
Dreaming about this moment. Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers,
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza,
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
and by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion. 10,000 hours. There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping.
So go ahead and give us the flowers. Just getting started. Gotta know by now it's way more than nothing.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us.
Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
In the world.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up. They wear the crown. All eyes on us.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser,
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors,
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works,
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA,
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Coffee Hot Dogs,
A SoCal treasure. Local, original, great.
and by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Stick around because first pitch is next. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers audio network. Play ball!
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. There's no better way to celebrate a home run than an ice-cold Bud. Stock up the fridge because it's time to play ball. Baseball fans, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi. Fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Help.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AM/PM stores while supplies last.
Hey, Dad. Did you go to Dodgers games when you were a boy?
Sure did. Grandpa took me.
Did you eat hot dogs?
Yep, and ice cream.
Did you bring your glove to games?
I did, just like you.
Did you catch a foul ball like me?
Not yet.
Here, Dad. You can use my glove.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Get to experience a first game twice, yours and his. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Copyright 2025, Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
We want to remind you that every time the Dodgers win, Cars for Kids wins because we're making a donation. And you should too. Donate that old car to Cars for Kids now. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. It's the quickest, easiest way to get rid of your unused vehicle. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. That's 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. Remember, that's Cars with a K.
Why cook with Mazola corn oil? Because a study has shown that corn oil can reduce cholesterol up to 2 times more than extra virgin olive oil. Visit Mazola.com to learn more about the study. Mazola, make it with heart.
Hey, this is Andre here. If you're looking for all your ingredients and creating the perfect meal, head over to Superior Grocers. Choose from the freshest seafood, produce, or meats. You always hit home run at Superior Grocers. Superior Grocers, quality, variety, and value.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years. Led by the Bachman family, is the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Live from Lone Depot Park in Miami. It's the first game of a 3-game series as your defending world champion Los Angeles Dodgers take on the Miami Marlins. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Tim Neverett and with producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. The great indoors, if you will. There's a threat of some rain outside, but not a worry with the roof closed as we get set to go. The Dodgers had their win streak snapped with that loss, losing by a run in last night's final game of the 3 games in Atlanta against the Braves, but they turned the ball over to Jack Dreyer, who will be the quote-unquote opener for tonight. It's going to be a bullpen game for the Dodger ball club and for the Marlins. Sandy Alcantara, who took the loss against the Dodgers just a week ago in Los Angeles, taking the mound. He leads the charge as the Marlins take the field here in Miami. For the Dodgers, they're 23-11. They're first place in the National League Western Division, a half game in front of San Diego, a game and a half now in front of San Francisco. Here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. It'll be Shohei Ohtani, the designated hitter. Mookie Betts batting second and playing at shortstop. Freddie Freeman is at first base. In right field is Teoscar Hernandez. Will Smith behind the plate doing the catching. Max Muncy is at third. Andy Pages playing in center field. Michael Conforto starts in left. And making his debut as a starting player Ha-Sung Kim will be at second base. As we mentioned, Dreyer will be the opener. Ben Kasparius is scheduled to follow and take on the bulk of the innings in this opening game of this series. For Alcantara, his seventh start, a record of 2-3, and he has really been roughed up. In particular, a week ago at Dodger Stadium, he went just 2 1/3 innings and gave up 7 runs on 7 hits, including the first pitch of the ball game to Ohtani was a home run. The umpiring assignments, Laz Diaz will work the plate. He'll call the balls and strikes. Eric Bacchus is at first, Ryan O'Nora at second, and Mike Estabrook is over at third. All set to go. Happy to have you with us. Game 1, Dodgers and the Marlins. And with the play, here's Tim.
Thank you very much, Mo. The Dodgers are traveling road grays, and they're sticking with Los Angeles across the chest for this series. And the Marlins with their home whites trimmed in Miami blue, Caliente red, and midnight black. On the Cinco de Mayo, we get set to go. 228 days since Ohtani last stood in the batter's box here, and he takes a strike, and we are underway here in Miami. 72 degrees inside, 82 outside. Roof is closed. 6:40 the start time, Eastern time. Brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ohtani. Shohei starts the night hitting .294, 8 home runs, 11 runs batted in.
Alcantara had an interesting comment too. Right off the top, he said he plans tonight to be more aggressive, attack them, being the Dodgers.
Right-hander, first base side of the rubber, the full wind of the pitch. That's outside. 2 balls and a strike to Shohei.
He also said, don't let them take too many pitches. Well, in that outing that he had a week ago, 4 stolen bases. He gave up 5 walks in just 2 1/3.
2-1 pitch. Wave and a miss and a changeup. 2-2 to Shohei, who made history here a couple of times. Of course, the last time here on September 19th, 6 for 6, 10 RBIs, and eclipsed the 50-50 plateau for the first time in Major League Baseball history. And he swings and strikes out at a fastball. Alcantara starts the night striking out Ohtani. 1 down for the Dodgers in the top of the first.
Alcantara, good fastball. He's right around 97 with that one. He also throws a high percentage of changeups on the first pitches, if you look at what he has been able to do over the last 3 years.
There is Mookie, now hitting .261 to start the game. Raised his average up over the last week or so. Takes a strike here from Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara has lost 3 games in a row. He's never lost 4 in a row in his career. That could happen tonight if the Dodgers beat him. He pitched down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. There are windows in this stadium. Foul ground in left field all the way out to center field. We can see a good part of the city through the windows. No precipitation at all outside. And again, the temperature 82 outside. Certainly could have played with the roof open, you'd think. But they like it closed here in Miami. There's the kick in the 1-1. And it's in the dirt. 2 balls. Strike. In fact, when Derek Jeter first was involved with this club in an ownership capacity years ago, they made some changes, and one of them was they wanted to play more games with the roof open, which they did, especially this time of the year. There's a shot at the left field and a base hit right between short and third. And Mookie Betts got a 2-seamer that was left up in the zone. He's got himself a single.
Yeah, just looking at Laz Diaz, he was signaling right before that pitch that there had been a clock violation by Alcantara. So if you're keeping score, technically that was a 3-1 count when Betts got the base hit.
Now Freddie Freeman, during his 9-game hitting streak, hitting .455 with 5 extra base hits, 10 runs batted in. Overall a .333 hitter. Swinging a really good bat lately. Fouls this pitch back. First offer was a slider. from Sandy Alcantara.
Well, here's the other part to the story. Alcantara's last start in 2 1/3 inning gave up 4 stolen bases in that series against the Dodgers. He's had second base stolen 10 times against him already this year.
Good turn and a throw to first base. Kind of an awkward turn by the Marlin right-hander.
Marlins do figure that they've got something else going for them. They've got Fortes doing the catching. He had been missing some games with an oblique issue. Missed 20 games.
One ball, one strike to Freddie Freeman. This is the first game being played in Major League Baseball after the Dodgers played the last game last night in Atlanta. Ended the latest of the entire schedule, and today kicks it off on a Monday. Swing on and hit high in the air to right field. This will be playable for Jesus Sanchez. He'll make the catch. 2 men out for the Dodgers in the first.
Complete that thought on Fortes. They believe that he has a stronger throwing arm, so they're hoping that that will negate some stolen bases against Alcantara. So 10 stolen bases of second base. He's got a teammate we'll see in this series. Edward Cabrera has given up 11 second base stolens.
Teoscar Hernandez has just torched the Marlins here in this ballpark over the years. Ball one on a slider outside. Out of the stretch, Alcantara. Betts leads at first. And the pitch. He's in for a strike. 1-1 to Teoscar. Sits safely in 10 of his last dozen games. 33 runs batted in, tied for the major league lead with Aaron Judge. There goes Betts, and this ball is hit hard toward the gap in left center field. Stowers dives, it's off his glove and rolling onto the warning track. Betts around third, he'll score, and Teoscar Hernandez now is the major league leader in runs batted in with 34, and the Dodgers jump on top 1-0.
Really not much of a chance at all. In left field by Stowers. He made a valiant effort. Actually looked like it went off the glove, but for Betts, got a very good jump. He was on the move on that pitch.
Dodgers on the board first when they score first. 13-4 the record. And here's a guy who has been exceptional with runners in scoring position. Will Smith, Dodger catcher, batting from the right side against the right-hander Alcantara. And the first pitch is a curveball cut on and missed. I looked at the numbers yesterday. I believe he was hitting over 600 with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, it's dropped. It dropped all the way down to 583 now.
583.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's in a slump.
0-1 pitch from Alcantara. And a check swing, and that's a strike. Sounded like a double click. He might have foul tipped it.
Right into the glove tip. We're also seeing the last 8 games, the Dodgers as a team have been able to post a .329 batting average, and they're averaging just over 8 runs a game in that stretch.
0-2 pitch to Will. 2 down. Teoscar at second base, and the pitch up high, a sinker. 1-2 to Will Smith. Dodgers a 1-0 lead. Mookie Betts a 1-out single. Teoscar Hernandez a 2-out double. Field back, outfield a little bit toward right center. Center fielder Dane Myers. There's a curveball cut on and miss, strike 3, and Smith strikes out. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Alcantara, but the Dodgers get a run on 2 hits. They leave a man, and after a half inning in Miami, it's the Dodgers 1.
Breaking news at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, we fight for you, making sure big insurance doesn't throw you a curveball. With over $25 billion recovered, we're the home run hitters you need.
This is gone.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan is responsible for this ad. John Morgan is licensed in Florida and Tennessee. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
It's no surprise that facial hair is personal. It grows from your face. That's why Dollar Shave Club makes the razors, but you make the rules. Whether you're going smooth shaven or maintaining a beard, Dollar Shave Club offers shave and grooming products that are always high quality but never overpriced. Dollar Shave Club products are now available everywhere. Or visit their site right now for 20% off $20 or more and get your products delivered right to your door. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/homerun and use promo code HOMERUN for 20% off $20 or more. And remember, whatever you shave, welcome to the club.
Your day in baseball starts.
College.com.
Left-handed Jack Dreyer out there on the hill. He'll start this one tonight. Second major league start. The old Iowa Hawkeye, Jack Dreyer. He did pitch in last night's game in Atlanta, just a third of an inning, got a strikeout. And his first major league start last week on the 29th of April. When he opened at Dodger Stadium against these Marlins. 1-0 Dodgers with the lead. Mookie Betts scoring on Teoscar Hernandez double in the top of the inning. 15th appearance for Dreyer. His record 2-1. His earned run average 357. Facing Xavier Edwards, the shortstop, who bats right-handed against him, and Dreyer drills a curveball in there for a strike. Dreyer for an inning or two, depending on how this first inning goes. In his last start, his first major league start, he did go 2 innings. There's a ground ball down to third, backhanded right near the base by Max Muncy. He fires onto first to get Edwards one away. Well, it took just 2 pitches to get the first out, and there's one down for Miami.
A nice little backhand pickup also by Muncy.
And here's the reigning National League Player of the Week, Kyle Stowers. The left fielder who has really come into his own this year with the Marlins. He's been exceptional. We saw that on display at Dodger Stadium. First ball swinging, however, and Ha-Seong Kim has his first major league chance. He grabs it, throws on to Freddie Freeman for the out. So 3 pitches for Dreyer and 2 outs. And Ha-Seong Kim in his first major league start. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise in treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. Eric Wagaman, the first baseman, right-handed batter. He takes a curveball low. 1 ball and no strikes. There's Dreyer. Toes the middle of the rubber. He is set. Now fires home. Swing and a miss at a curve. 1 ball and 1 strike to Wagaman. Wagaman hitting .248, 3 home runs. And he's driven in 8. 2 down, nobody on. And the fastball right there for a called strike. Dreyer ready. He knows what he wants to throw here on 1-2. He comes home. And a ground ball right to second. There's Kim. He fires on to first. A 7-pitch first inning for Jack Dreyer. He retires the side in order with 3 ground ball outs. We played an inning in Miami.
Accidentes de auto, caídas y resbalón, lesiones en el trabajo, casos que valen montón. No pagas si no ganas en abogados.com. Morgan y Morgan, la firma más grande de lesiones son. Han ganado un montón.
¿Lesionado? Visita abogados.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco.
his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Mobile device. LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Top of the second inning, 1-0. Dodgers leading the Marlins. Top of the second, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Max Muncy to lead off, followed by Andy Pages and then Michael Conforto. First pitch, a swinging strike, a fastball at 96 on the outer half. No balls, one strike to Muncy. Starts the night hitting 186, a homer and 7 runs knocked in. Takes high and away, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Max. Artificial surface here in Miami with a full clay infield. And the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled away. That is back and over to the third base side up by the club level.
Let's see if Alcantara changes the way that he normally goes. I mention that because he likes to throw a lot of first pitch changeups and then come in with that 97 heater.
He winds in the 1-2, and Max rips it down the right side, just pulled it foul. And he got around on that fastball. I mean, he turned around 98 right there on the inside, but pulled it foul. Still 1-2 to Muncy. The wind, the pitch, and he takes strike 3. Fastball over the inside corner at 99. Third strikeout for Alcantara. And there's one away for the Dodgers in the second inning.
Alcantara, he looks just like he was talking about, that he was going to be more aggressive and attack them.
Alcantara now will face Andy Pages. And the pitch to Pages fouled off to the left. 0-1. Conforto on deck, and then Ha-Seong Kim would hit after that. Still has not had a major league at bat, but that will come tonight. The wind of the 0-1. And Pages bounces one down to third, just foul. Picked up by the third baseman, Graham Pauley. 0-2. Made a lot of changes to the ballpark since they first opened it up. Used to have an aquarium as part of the backstop, a live aquarium that would be tended to year round, even when there was nothing going on in here. The fish couldn't go anywhere, but they had somebody come in every day and take care of the aquarium. Did that for years after the opening of this building. 0-2 pitch, again fouled down the third base side.
They finally took care of that art piece. It was out in peak was part of left center field.
The home run sculpture, as it was known.
Yeah, it was normally known as, what the heck is that?
It was one of those things where I guess if you weren't from South Florida, you really didn't get it. But it's still here. It's just outside now. Pages fouls one off to the right. So they removed it from where it was in left center field, and they placed it outdoors.
Yeah. It's like you do with an old couch. You put it out on the street. Maybe somebody will pick it up. It's still there.
No one's picked it up yet. 0-2 to Pages. Dodgers up 1-0, batting in the top of the second. And Pages belts one in the air to center field. And going back after it is Dane Myers. And right before the warning track, he'll make the catch. One away, and here comes Conforto. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Conforto's got good numbers career-wise against Alcantara, and he was with the Mets for a while, so got the hit against this guy for a bunch of times. 8 for 30, 267 average, but 3 home runs, and he swings and misses here. And Conforto has been in a valley in terms of hitting lately. They're at least on this road trip for sure. They struck out a bunch already. Here's a 1-1, and that's in the dirt. But as most optimistic hitters will say, you just want it back closer to getting hot.
And you have to have that attitude.
And Alcantara peeks over the webbing of his red leather glove, throws home, and it's a fastball high and away. Came in at 98. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Top of the second inning. Alcantara waiting to throw again to Conforto. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled off. It's just slicing well out of play down the left field side. Full count, 3-2. Sung Kim is in the on-deck circle. Meantime, the 3-2 pitch on the way. And Conforto fouls it back again. The Dodgers swept the Marlins at Dodger Stadium, outscoring them in that series 34-15.
That foul ball went up in the third deck off to our left. It may still be there tomorrow.
3-2 pitch. Swung on. That one's belted towards second base. A backhand stab by Javier Sanoja. He'll throw on to first to get Conforto. And the Dodgers gone in order in the second inning. An inning and a half done at Lone Depot.
Area Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. At Morgan & Morgan, we don't back down. We fight to get you every dollar you deserve. No curveballs, no strikeouts, just results. That's why we've recovered over $25 billion for our clients and fight for them from offices nationwide. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's no surprise that facial hair is personal. It grows from your face. Whether you're going smooth shaven or maintaining a beard, Dollar Shave Club offers shave and grooming products that are always high quality, but never overpriced. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/homerun and use promo code HOMERUN for 20% off $20 or more.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Into the upper deck.
Back to the boys in blue, the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
Jack Dreyer will start the bottom of the second inning for the Dodgers after a 7-pitch first inning, facing the right fielder Jesus Sanchez. Left-handed batter. He takes up high, and that's ball 1. A really good start in the first inning for Dreyer. As he comes set at the belt, kicks, comes home, and a late swing by Sanchez on a slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dodgers with a 1-0 lead. Mookie Betts scoring the lone run in the game on a Teoscar Hernandez double. And a ground ball that's toward the middle. Diving stop by Betts. He gets up, throws to first in time to get him. But Mookie behind the second base bag had to dive from the infield clay out to the outfield turf. Made the stab, got up and made a solid throw to Freddie Freeman to get the left-handed hitting Sanchez, and there's 1 out, and that's going to do it for Dreyer.
Boy, what a marvelous play by Mookie Betts. And so far, this is game 4 of this road trip. The Dodgers defense has been, well, sparkling.
So Dreyer throws exactly 10 pitches in his outing as the starter. Does a nice job as the opener. And Connor Norby, the designated hitter, right-handed batter coming up.
¿Lesionado en un accidente de auto y no sabes qué hacer? Visita abogados.com.
Hablamos tu idioma.
Somos Morgan & Morgan, la firma más grande de lesiones de Estados Unidos. Con o sin papeles, luchamos por ti. Recuerda, no pagas nada si no ganas. ¿Lesionado? Visita abogados.com. Morgan & Morgan. Hablamos tu idioma.
Hablamos tu idioma.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art RadExact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang. Today's phrase is ducks on the pond. Do you know what it means? Ducks on the pond. When 2 or 3 runners are on base.
3 ducks on the pond. Ozzie, Nicky, and Marcel. 2-2. Ground ball. Diving stop, but everybody's safe.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's pretty sensible, if you ask me. Oh, all this savings talk making you hungry? Here you go. Learn how to earn at ArcoRewards.com.
By entering your phone number, you're agreeing to receive recurring automated informational and marketing SMS, MMS messages from Marathon. Other terms and conditions may apply at participating locations only.
Uh-oh, the game in trouble. Started out small, now they paying me double. Yeah, you can drip.
This pitch and change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ben Kasparius winds and sends one home. And this ball is hit high in the air by Connor Norby down the right field side, drifting foul. And that one will just make it into the seats. Kasparius will make his 12th appearance of the season. He's 3-0 with a 2.91 ERA. Hasn't pitched in 8 days, so he's well rested. And he had to take the mound on short notice after Tyler Glasnow had to leave the game during an injury 8 days ago. And came out and did a terrific job. Pitches high to Norby. And it's 1-1. Dodgers with a 1-0 lead. And this is what Ben Kasparius has inherited. This pitch is swung on, hit in the air deep to center field. Looks playable as Andy Pages gets back on the warning track and in front of the 400 sign, and straightaway center field. He'll make the catch for out number 2 here in the second inning.
Yeah, this is actually a very big ballpark. 344 down the lines, 400 feet to straightaway center. It's a little bit deeper by a few feet if you go over to left center field. A couple of different angles in and outfield as well as far as the fences.
Dane Myers at the plate now, the center fielder. 2 down, bases empty. Kasparius winds and deals. And taking all the way was Myers for a strike, 0-1. Work hard, play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. 0-1 pitch outside. And the count is a ball and a strike to Dane Myers. Myers hit a pinch hit grand slam against the Dodgers in the recently completed series at Dodger Stadium. Swings, pops it up foul to the right, now to play. It was just the 7th pinch hit grand slam in Marlins history. And the first one came at Dodger Stadium. It was on the 7th of May, 1999. Bruce Avon hit it off Allen Mills. Well, Myers had a little bit of Marlins history at Dodger Stadium last week. 1-2 pitch from Kasparius. That's up high. 2-2. We'll be watching the pitch count of Kasparius. Dave Roberts today saying between 60 and 70 pitches would be it. 2-2 is shot foul down the right field side and out of play. So they've handed the ball to Kasparius after Jack Dreyer threw just 10 pitches as the opener, 8 of them for strikes. Went an inning and a third of hitless and scoreless. Got 4 ground balls. And reaching for a cutter and fouling it back is Myers.
Well, it's really an accomplishment, actually. 4 outs on 10 pitches.
That's pretty efficient. Great job by Dreyer to start this one. 2-2. Swung on, and that one is tomahawked into left field, a base hit. That pitch was up and out of the strike zone, a slider. And Myers just went up and got it. And he is aboard with a 2-out single. That is the first hit for the Marlins in the ballgame. And here comes Graham Pauley, the third baseman, left-handed batter. Mookie Betts playing close to second base. Off the line at third is Max Muncy. And the pitch snapped a little bit high for ball one. Ha-Seong Kim playing deep at second base. He will lead off in the top of the third inning. It'll be Kim, then Ohtani, then Betts. 9-1-2. And Kim will have his first major league at bat. Quick turn on a toss over to first base. Diving back safely is Myers. Myers can run a little bit. 5 stolen bases. He's been caught once. 1-0 to Pauley. Pitch. Swung on, fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The Marlins, even though they're 8 games out, they're in last place in the Eastern Division, and they've dropped 8 of their last 10. They'll hit the ball. They're in the middle of the pack, actually 12th in team batting average.
1-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back again, and it's 1-2 now to Graham Pauley.
The Marlins, middle of the pack, runs scored. They're 16th. However, their ERA last among all 30 major league teams.
5.78.
Yeah. Runs against, they've allowed more runs. In fact, they're the only team that's allowed more than 200 runs.
There goes the runner from first to second. Pitches the ball. Smith throw down. Mookie covering. And safe with a stolen base. His 6th of the season is Dane Myers.
Well, there was no chance for Will Smith. And the reason was because Casparius fell into that same pattern, same routine, same timing. And Myers was on the run before Casparius really started his stretch move to deliver the ball.
Plus, it was a breaking ball. Myers did take a quick peek in at home plate. Pitch high to Pauley. Count goes full 3-2. Dodgers a 1-0 lead, bottom of the second inning. Tying run at scoring position at second base. 2 outs and the 3-2 pitch from Ben Casparius to Graham Pauley. Is low and in. He's walked him. 2 on and 2 out for Nick Fortes, the catcher. Fortes only 7 out of 23.
Just looking at Dreyer, 10 pitches to get 4 outs. Casparius, this is going to be his 17th pitch to get his 2nd out.
And walking up the back slope of the mound. And he toes the rubber with his right foot. And now comes to the plate, and Fortes way out in front of a slider. Nothing in 1 to Nick Fortes. When Casparius pitches out of the stretch, he does not move his right foot, his push-off foot. But when he pitches out of the windup, he does. He will scrape it along the pitching rubber to the right side of it. Pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
We're indoors here, and saying before, 72 degrees inside, but Casparius, I mean, his uniform top is getting darker and darker with perspiration coming through.
1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up right side. Freddie Freeman drifting into foul ground. Right near where the grass and the track meet. Makes the catch. And the side is retired, and the Marlins come up empty. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. No Dodger errors. We'll go to the 3rd inning, and Ha-Seong.
Mary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, we're the home run hitters you need. Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's no surprise that facial hair is personal. It grows from your face. Whether you're going smooth shaven or maintaining a beard, Dollar Shave Club offers shave and grooming products that are always high quality, but never overpriced. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/homerun and use promo code HOMERUN for 20% off $20 or more.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
Yeah, it's a lot of credit to them. A lot of credit to CY, a lot of credit to our ownership, on having a view and bringing in people. And it's truly incredible, to have this group behind us and to be now.
This very moment. Back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
First major league at bat for Dodgers second baseman Sung Kim facing Sandy Alcantara. 1-0 Dodgers, top of the third. First pitch high, and that's ball one. One of the things that Kim struggled with in terms of the transition from the KBO to Major League Baseball, the velocity. He said that he had problems with the consistent velocity that he was seeing from opposition pitchers. And he just got a 97-mile-an-hour fastball in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kim.
Well, he had the leg kick. First thing we noticed. Well, right now, it's slightly closed stance. There's no leg kick. There's no stride. It's a weight transfer.
1-1 pitch. Wave and a miss. Changeup.
And by weight transfer, it's somewhat of a wide stance to begin with. And again, it's slightly closed. He picks up his front heel as he's starting to swing, but puts it right back down. So in essence, it is strictly just a weight transfer rather than a stride.
1-2 delivery. Fouled off to the left and out of play. So in AAA with Oklahoma City, 252 average, 5 home runs, 19 runs batted in. One thing that's impressive too, 13 stolen bases. So he gets on base, he'll be a weapon. Alcantara deals 1-2. And this ball is hit well in the air to right field. Heading back is Sanchez. He'll stop right in front of the warning track and make the catch. So Ha-Seong Kim flies out to right field in his first big league at bat. 1 away, and here's Ohtani. Shohei's 0 for 1. He struck out. Kim getting a nice round of applause. A lot of Dodger fans here in Miami.
A lot of Ohtani fans around the world.
There certainly are. As Ohtani takes a strike. Well, again, history made when Ohtani's in this building. Not only the 50-50 game, but the World Baseball Classic concluded with Ohtani striking out Mike Trout, then his teammate, when Japan beat the United States in the last WBC. So he's got good memories here. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch from Alcantara. And Shohei fouls it back. And last year, after his 6-for-6 game with 10 runs batted in, where he eclipsed the 50-50 mark, the Dodgers had a champagne toast because, oh, by the way, they also clinched the playoffs that day, which seemed to be secondary news. And a 1-2 pitch. And it looked like it might have hit the foot of Ohtani. He's not acting like he wants to go down to first base. Must have missed it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We got to witness history from the same chairs we're sitting in right now. I got to tell you guys all about it. It was pretty wild last September 19th. 2-2, little tapper up the first base side, and it's going to roll just to the right of the chalk line for a foul ball.
Well, friends, while we have a moment, shop the new Dodgers World Series Champion Gold Collection. You can do it at MLBshop.com. Embellished with gold accents and scripts, get the gear that celebrates the glory of last season's journey.
Ohtani taps the small end of the bat against the ground to see if it's cracked or not. It's not, so he steps back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, base is empty, 1 out. Dodgers up 1-0. Sandy Alcantara now delivers, and it's just missing off the outside edge. Marlin dugout barking about the call by Laz Diaz, and he immediately takes his left hand and indicates that was outside. Here comes the payoff pitch. It's inside, ball 4, and Ohtani walks with 1 out. Mookie Betts will hit next. And speaking of the Marlin dugout, got to visit with Clayton McCullough before the game today on the field. With the Dodgers for 10 years and last several as the first base coach, now the manager of the Marlins. And I said, what has surprised you the most about being a major league manager now that you've been able to do it for a couple of months here? He said, you know what it is? It's the time commitment. He goes, I didn't realize how much time a manager has to spend on all the things they have to do. There goes Ohtani for second base. Pitch, a strike, throw down. Safe at second. Stolen base, Shohei Ohtani. That is his 10th stolen base.
As Ohtani was completing the slide, he was signaling safe himself. So now there's 11 steals of second base this year off of Alcantara.
And remember last year when he stole his 50th, it was third base. That was the one that was number 50.
Well, stay tuned. May see it here if they don't pay attention.
Alcantara out of the stretch, looks back at second base. Gives Ohtani a second look. Now comes to the plate to Betts and delivers a curveball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Second baseman Sanoja close to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And Mookie waves and misses. Mookie 1 for 1 tonight. Base hit and a run scored. Freddie Freeman on deck. Ball in, 2 strikes to Mookie Betts. And the pitch on the way from Sandy Alcantara. A strike 3 called, a high sinker that was in the zone, but just barely. Mookie watched it go by. He strikes out. You don't see him strike out looking often, but he did just then, and there are now 2 out for Freddie Freeman. Second game of the night now underway as the Reds and Braves are playing in Atlanta. Cincinnati went scoreless in the top of the first. Pitch to Freddie, swing and a miss. He popped out to right field first time up. Ohtani in scoring position at second. And the third baseman, Graham Pauley, way off the bag. He's not that deep, but he's well off the bag. And an 0-1. And Freddie hammers one to center field. This ball heading back. This ball on the way. It is gone! A home run! Freddie Freeman, a 2-out, 2-run homer. And the Dodgers lead it 3-0. Home run number 7 for Freeman. He extends his hitting streak to 10 games. And he is now tied for the most home runs against the Marlins all time with 41. He's tied Ryan Howard and Ryan Zimmerman with 41 and counting.
And they're chanting Freddie. Well, Daniel Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond. Your family jewelers since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball. Free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
3-0 Dodgers. Freeman going deep. And the pitch on the way to Teoscar. It's in the dirt.
That fly ball just kept going up and up and then out and out.
Sounded good off the bat. You had a feeling. And he had enough backspin on it and it carried out. Center field to the right of the batter's eye.
We've been watching this Dodger ball club again the previous 8 games as a team. They put a lot of runs on the board as a result of, as a team, hitting at .329 in that stretch.
2-1 pitch. And Teoscar fouls it off to the right. Backing out of play.
By the way, the update on that foul ball in the third deck off to our left. An inning ago, still there.
I don't think they opened that deck. Well, at least you'll know where to get it after the game. You can just walk over and pick it up. 2-2. It's outside. 3-2.
An easy get. Same level as we're.
Let's go to the cafeteria and keep walking. 3-2 pitch. There's a ground ball right side through the hole into right field, and a base hit for Teoscar Hernandez. He's 2 for 2. Teoscar just fought off that sinker. It was a little bit up in the zone, and he got his hands out in front of the barrel. Went the other way with it. Now Will Smith coming to the plate. And Nick Fortes, the catcher, goes out to talk to his pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. The mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. 3-0 Dodgers, a 2-run homer by Freddie Freeman. At the end of the night, you're going to start counting up things. In baseball, they count up everything. But when the Dodgers out-homer their opponent, their record is 16-3. Home runs help.
For Freeman, that's number 55 for this Dodger ball club.
The Dodgers keep dialing long distance. The two top teams in terms of home runs in the majors, the Dodgers and the Yankees. Comes the pitch to Will. He swings, hits a high drive to left, but it'll be playable for Kyle Stowers. Marlin left fielder under it, makes the catch. And that'll retire the side, but the Dodgers end up with 2 runs on 2 hits. A 2-run shot by Freddie Freeman to center field.
Ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. At Morgan & Morgan, we don't back down. We fight to get you every dollar you deserve. No curveballs, no strikeouts, just results. That's why we've recovered over $25 billion for our clients and fight for them from offices nationwide. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's no surprise that facial hair is personal. It grows from your face. Whether you're going smooth shaven or maintaining a beard, Dollar Shave Club offers shave and grooming products that are always high quality, but never overpriced. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/homerun and use promo code HOMERUN for 20% off $20 or more.
You can be a lone ranger on the field, Scorpio, preferring to stay in your own lane instead of making yourself vulnerable to your opponents. But if this vibe starts to show up amongst your teammates, it's time to let your guard down and work on your pitch together. Pairing up can only help you become a stronger player.
On top of the mountain. On the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Dodgers 3, Marlins nothing. Bottom of the 3rd inning with Rick Monday. Tim Everett here. Blaine McDonald, our producer-engineer, in the booth with us at Lone Depot Park. With the roof closed here tonight in Miami. Ben Kasparius firing to the second baseman, Javier Sanoja, and he throws a strike in there with a fastball at 97. Kasparius, a little more breathing room now. The Dodgers got that 2-run homer from Freeman. A 3-0 lead. Pitch in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike to Sanoja. I remember Sanoja had to pitch in one of the games for the Marlins against the Dodgers last week. 1-1, that is low. In that series, Dodgers won the first game 7-6. It was a chore. This ball is belted into right field. Over to get it to his right is Teoscar Hernandez, and he'll field it on the run. Sanoja is out, 1 gone. But the second game, not so much. Matt Sauer picked up his first major league win. The Dodgers would blow out the Marlins 15-2. They had a season high in runs and a season high in hits with 18. And in the 3rd and final game, Dodgers won 12-7. Tony Gonsolin got the win. And Tony will pitch tomorrow. Xavier Edwards showing bunt, takes a ball. Switch hitter now batting left-handed against the right-hander Kasperius. He batted right-handed against the lefty Dreyer to start the game and grounded out to Max Muncy at third. Pitch on the way, foul back. And ball and 1 strike to Xavier Edwards. Right side of the infield deep. Mookie playing up the middle. Edwards waves and misses at a fastball a little bit late. And Kasperius with some heat on that pitch. 97. Mookie out there talking to second base umpire Brian O'Nora. They're having quite a conversation right now. O'Nora, a veteran umpire. He's seen a lot. Now a 1-2 from Kasperius. That is low and in. Kasperius out of Westport, Connecticut. Talked to him in the Dodger clubhouse last week. He said that he wasn't sure. There were some written reports out there that the Dodgers were thinking about stretching him out, but he hadn't heard anything about it. And he sends Edwards back to the dugout with a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 men out for the Marlins. But he said he's made the full transition from being a starter to a reliever. He really has embraced how to prepare differently. And it is so different whether you're a starter or a reliever. But Kasperius said he likes coming out of the bullpen, even though he knows he's going to be a long man. And he really appreciates his role with the Dodgers. Breaking ball into Kyle Stowers. And that's a strike, 0-1.
So talking to Kasperius, you come up with the idea you cannot believe everything you read.
Yeah. 0-1 pitch, swinging a foul back.
Yeah.
At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff.
But that you can believe.
The AM/PM part, absolutely.
Yeah. It's always nice. You read a report and then you go talk to the individuals involved because I know nothing about it.
I know. He said, I don't think so. I said, okay. And the 0-2 pitch. And Stowers looks at it low enough. But that's the thing, though. You know, we have an advantage being here every day. We can go down and talk directly to people and have them tell you what's up. There's a 1-2 pitch. That's inside. I talked to Tommy Edman the other day. Said his ankle was really improving, but the Dodgers, showing caution, placed him on the IL. I think Tommy thought he was going to play the next day, but the next day he was placed on the injured list instead. 2-2. That's up high, and the count is 3-2 to Stowers. I think if it was the postseason, he'd be in there, without doubt. And I think most guys will agree. He'll play hurt and sore. Pitch foul back.
Well, that's where the Dodgers, along with Edman, make that decision. Look, for the good of the team, let's think long term. Not have something that's going to be chronic. When we get you back, we want you to be as close to 100% as possible.
2 outs, bases empty. The payoff pitch to Stowers. He walks. Which is way inside and low.
And that could be an expensive walk because you start out no balls and 2 strikes, and you lose him. You're walking.
Kasperius will now face the 3rd hitter in the Marlins order, Eric Wagaman. Wagaman grounded out to second base his first time up.
Infield playing to pull. Boys, wide open spaces on the right side with Freeman holding the runner.
Pitch swung on, popped up foul right side. It'll drift into the seats. Strike 1. Padres underway with the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. It just started, so now 3 games underway in the majors tonight. It's tonight here. The night is falling outside in South Florida. 0-1 pitch. Wave and a miss, so he had the slider going and Way out in front was Wagaman. Casparius ahead 0-2. Stowers leads at first. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. I'm talking to Casparius about Connecticut, where Westport is. It's kind of a bedroom community of Manhattan. It's on the west side and south. On the water in Connecticut. He said he really loves it there. And he said when he's all done throwing a baseball, he'd like to end up there. 0-2, swing and a miss. Another good slider, and he strikes out Wagaman. Second strikeout of the inning, second strikeout of the game for Ben Casparius. And the Marlins come up empty. They leave a man.
Breaking for ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's no surprise that facial hair is personal. It grows from your face. That's why Dollar Shave Club makes the razors, but you make the rules. Whether you're going smooth shaven or maintaining a beard, Dollar Shave Club offers shave and grooming products that are always high quality but never overpriced. Dollar Shave Club products are now available everywhere. Or visit their site right now for 20% off $20 or more and get your products delivered right to your door. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/homerun and use promo code HOMERUN for 20% off $20 or more. And remember, whatever you shave, welcome to the club.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
You know, I want to keep this brief, but, you know, the passion has been on this team like I've never seen before in my 15 years here. I like to thank these guys for pulling my big butt across this finish line.
That's Frank Thomas addressing the crowd after the 2005 White Sox World Series parade. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Max Muncy leads off the Dodger fourth. 3-0 Dodgers with the lead. And Alcantara sends a pitch home high to Max. 1 ball, no strikes. Freddie Freeman, a 2-out, 2-run home run. It's giving the Dodgers a little bit more distance on the scoreboard, leading 3-0. Pitch, and Max takes inside, 2-0. A warm day today in Miami. The feels like temperature was 91, but it was in the mid to upper 80s today. The humidity kind of hits you in the face when you step off the plane, doesn't it?
Hello, heat index.
Yeah. 3-0 to Muncy. Here's the pitch from Alcantara. And Max swings 3-0, fouls it back. Three runs on 4 hits for the Dodgers. No runs, 1 hit for Miami. 3-1 pitch, swung on, fouled back to the screen. 344 down the left field line here. 400 to straightaway. Right field's about 340. Can't see the sign from where we sit. It's a blind corner for us. Max ready for the 3-2 pitch. And it is on the way. And it's fouled back. Remember also in the ballpark open that the outfield walls were kind of a bright green color here. And they have since changed them to navy blue. But they were much brighter than they are now. 3-2 pitch hit high in the air up by the ceiling. It's not very deep. Coming in shallow right, Jesus Sanchez will make the catch. And there's 1 out in the Dodger fourth.
What I used to say is that it was such a bright green. There were no naps taken during games.
Well, I don't know if it was healthy for the cornea to look at the color green that it was.
It just seems strange.
Here's Andy Pages, and he swings and rips it down to third. One hot backhand play by Graham Pauley. Throws to first. Pages is out, but he got a hold of it, stung it. But Pauley got in the way and makes the play.
Well, friends, looking ahead on the Dodgers schedule, Mookie Betts bobblehead night, May 13th. That's against the A's. And the first 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a Mookie Betts bobblehead presented by Security Benefits. So for more information, go online, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Michael Conforto, 2 down, bases empty. 0 for 1, grounded to second. He takes a strike. Good curve by Alcantara.
Conforto, he's still pecking away, but talk about futility right now. 0 for 30.
Swings and hits the ball up in the air to shallow left center field. Left fielder Kyle Stowers comes in, makes the catch, and the side retired in order. Through 3.5 innings at Lone Depot Park in Miami.
¿Lesionado? Visita abogados.com. Morgan & Morgan.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is Baltimore chop. Do you know what it means? Baltimore chop. A ground ball that hits in front of or off of home plate and then takes a high hop.
Baltimore chop. Right side low. Race to the bag. Not in time.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
There's a change defensively for the Dodgers as we go to the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 Dodgers lead. Chris Taylor has come off the bench. He is in center field. Andy Pages moves from center field to right field. Teoscar Hernandez has come out of the ball game. And Ben Kasparius will face the cleanup man, Jesus Sanchez. Sanchez 0 for 1. Mookie Betts made a really nice play on him up the middle. A diving stop in the second inning. 1 ball, no strikes to Sanchez. Here's the wind, the 1-0 pitch. That's up high with a breaking ball. 2-0. Kasparius again steps back, scrapes his right foot along the pitching rubber, delivers a curveball that's cut on and missed this time. A ball and 2 strikes to Jesus Sanchez, hitting 192. 1-2 pitch, low and in, 2-2. So Teoscar out of the ball game. He leaves after getting 2 hits and a run batted in. Hernandez now the major league leader in RBIs with 34. Pitch is high to Sanchez, full count. A little early in the game, if you're just going to think about it for a minute, early in the game to give a guy a break. 3-0 game. There's a ground ball to first. Freddie's got it. Holds his hand up to Kasparius. Says, I got it. He goes and steps on first. And there's 1 down in the Marlins' fourth.
Well, as you're mentioning, is that Teoscar 2 hits, and he also made a very good running catch to open up the 3rd inning, the bottom of the 3rd inning. So he went over and took away. Sanoja hit a rocket to right center, and it was a terrific running catch So we have no idea the reason that he left the game, but we'll pass along when we hear something.
And now Connor Norby, designated hitter, takes ball 1. One and 0, the wind, the kick, the pitch. Swung on, stroke to right field. Andy Pages comes in, makes a head-high catch for out number 2. 2 gone, and Dane Myers will be the batter. He's got the only hit so far in the game for the Marlins. Jack Dreyer started this one, went an inning and a third as the opener. And Ben Kasparias, the bulk innings guy. And a lot of this nomenclature was invented here in the state of Florida. Which is a strike to Myers, right-handed batter. But not here in Miami. It was done in Tampa, where they were the first ones to experiment with the opener. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, nothing and 2. In fact, the very first opener used in Major League Baseball, dubbed an opener, was former Giant reliever Sergio Romo when he was with the Rays. 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Kasparias makes quick work of Myers, and he strikes him out with a curveball. 3 strikeouts in the game, and the Marlins go in order in the 4th. On to the 5th inning.
Breaking never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. At Morgan & Morgan, we don't back down. We fight to get you every dollar you deserve. No curveballs, no strikeouts, just results. That's why we've recovered over $25 billion for our clients and fight for them from offices nationwide. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
You know, I want to keep this brief, but, you know, the passion has been on this team like I've never seen before in my 15 years here. I thank these guys for pulling my big butt across this finish line.
That's Frank Thomas addressing the crowd after the 2005 White Sox World Series parade. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What? Boom.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Los Angeles.
And Ben Kasparias facing the third baseman, Graham Pauley. Left-handed batter, he fires a strike in there. Saw the replay of the home run.
Didn't take long, did it?
No. In a blink of an eye, it was out. 0-1 pitch, and there's another strike. And funny, Jonathan Erb, who's one of the trainers, he's out in the bullpen every night. He had a glove on. And he actually held the glove up and the ball went in. Almost went out. He almost dropped it, but he snow-coned the baseball and caught it. Curveball missing outside 1-2. So you get all those professional baseball players standing around him, and it was the trainer that caught it. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, way out in front of the curve. That is the second consecutive strikeout on a curveball for Ben Kasparias and his 4th of the game. They're having fun out there in the bullpen. They have seen a lot of his home runs. When you see professional baseball players with their mouths just wide open, right? They're just aghast at what another human being can do on the baseball field. You know it's special. Ground ball towards short. Diving attempt by Mookie, but it's out of his reach. And Nick Fortes, the Marlin catcher, has a base hit.
Well, home runs like that also prompt conversations. You know, what's the hardest baseball you've ever seen hit? What's the longest home run you've ever seen? What's the greatest catch you've ever? It just builds upon, you know, sharing what you've seen. And yeah, there's a lot of jaws that are dropping when Ohtani hits the baseball.
He's amazing. 1 on and 1 out for the Marlins. Scratching the pitch to Sanoja.
And to your point, when you see the guys that are in uniform that have seen a lot of home runs, They've seen a lot of just baseball being played. When they stop and recognize it, you know, it's different.
1-0 pitch from Kasperian. A little swinging bunt out in front of the plate, picked up by Will Smith. On the run, makes the throw. And at first base, Sanoja is out. That was the only play they had. Fortes advances to second. So Ohtani, in his last 8 coming into this game, was hitting .400. He had 8 extra base hits. Now he's got 9. He had scored 12. Now he's got 14. 5 stolen bases over his last 8+. And he is really starting to step on the gas again. Xavier Edwards, third time up for the Marlins shortstop. He's 0 for 2. Swings, fouls back for strike 1.
Yeah, Bill Pluck at the Orange County Register had a little blurb, humorous look at the home run by Ohtani. Says he has a fondness for Lone Depot Park.
Yeah, that's an understatement. And the pitch up high to Edwards. Yeah, I mean, he just kills it here. He loves it here. And the World Baseball Classic will be played again here in Houston, and they'll be back here. And we don't know whether or not Shohei's going to play for Team Japan this time around. We don't know, but if he does, he'd like it here. Fly ball, center field. Chris Taylor, can of corn. He makes the catch, and that does it. No runs, a hit, 1 man left. At the end of 5, it's the Dodgers 5, Marlins nothing.
This is AM 5.
Since the dawn of Major League Baseball, every player has honed their unique skills.
Judge, drill deep to left.
Ohtani connects and it's gone. Skeen strikes out the side.
Bobby Witt Jr. throws in time.
Harper does it again.
Witness the heroes of the game in ballparks nationwide. Get your tickets today at MLB.com/tickets. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
You can be a lone ranger on the field, Scorpio, preferring to stay in your own lane instead of making yourself vulnerable to your opponents. But if this vibe starts to show up amongst your teammates, it's time to let your guard down and work on your pitch together. Pairing up can only help you become a stronger player.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Pitcher on for the Marlins as we start the top of the 6th inning. Dodgers with a 5-0 lead. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Right-hander Tyler Phillips comes on for Miami for the 12th time this year. No decisions and an ERA just under 4. Opposition hitting .232 against him. He'll face Will Smith to start the Dodgers 6th. And the kick and the deal, and that is in for a strike. This pitching change presented by Navien, HVAC and water heater products. 0-1 to Will Smith. Next offer, off-speed pitch, swung on and missed. Well, Will is 0 for 2. He struck out on a curveball in the first inning. And fly to left in the third. Hitting .310. And he strikes out on a sweeper this time. Got a good look at it. is the strikeout for Tyler Phillips as he starts his outing. For Sandy Alcantara, he's on the hook. 5 innings, 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 walk and 4 strikeouts, 87 pitches, 59 for strikes. Max Muncy, the batter, he looks at a strike.
Well, I've got good news for Sandy Alcantara. He will not have to face the Dodgers again, because in the 2 starts that he's had this year, we'll give the numbers here.
0-1 to Max. That's low.
So 2 starts, 1 in LA, 1 here tonight. The total is 7 2/3 innings. 12 runs, 13 hits, 6 walks, 6 stolen bases.
Ouch. 1-1 is low and in. 2-1. That's what they call in baseball ownage. The Dodgers with ownage over Sandy Alcantara. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alcantara has never lost 4 straight starts, and he's facing that tonight for the first time in his career. 2-2 outside, full count to Muncy. Dodgers have home runs tonight from Ohtani and Freeman. And Phillips winds, deals the payoff, and Muncy swings, hits a long drive to center field. Going back after it is Myers, and Dane Myers hauls it in over the shoulder. Makes the catch for out number 2. By the way, that home run for Shohei, his 234th career home run. He now passes Jose Altuve for 24th among active players, and he's tied with the Mets' Pete Alonso. 234 career homers. First pitch, a strike to Andy Pages. Right-handed batter, now playing right field, started in center. He'll take another strike here. Sweeper right over the heart of the plate. That's one that Phillips got away with. He put it in the go zone, and Andy watched it go by. 0-2 to Pages, who pinwheels the bat around, now waits. And the pitch from Phillips. Swung on a little chopper to the left side of the infield. Charging is the third baseman, Paulie. And he can't get it out of his glove. And Pages is going to be safe at first.
Well, it's going to be a tough play anyway. And to come in, charge the ball. Hey, friends, get ready for the Freeway Series against the Angels, May 16th through the 18th. So experience the crosstown rivalry, even though they're in a different town. For your tickets, dial up Dodgers.com/promotions. And a different county, you might add.
Which county would that be?
Orange.
I've heard of it.
South.
1-0 to Michael Conforto. 2 outs. Pages at first, and Phillips from the first base side of the rubber throws home. That's a strike call. Well, when we go down to Anaheim, we're actually on part of the Tommy Lasorda freeway.
Yes.
When we cross over into Orange County, ironically enough. 1-1 pitch. And this ball belted into center field, a base hit. So Conforto with a 2-out single, and the Dodgers now have runners at first and second. And Conforto.
Yeah, he's asking for the ball, and he just motioning. Yeah. That's over.
He just looked up at the
He was
ceiling.
0 for 31. All right. He just started the longest hitting streak of his career. You have to start with number 1. He just got it.
Oh, Ha-Seong Kim has a 1 at-bat hitting streak. Got his first big league hit last time up, and here he is again. Left-handed batter takes a strike. I was telling you about the pronunciation. I told you that before spring training, had some folks from the Korean community in LA reach out to me, say, make sure you pronounce it right. Here's how you do it. So when I went to Camelback Ranch, I saw it out, Mr. Kim. And at the time, his translator, Dean Kim, and had them say his name. And I repeated it back, and they said, that's it. And I said, okay, that's how it's going to be. So that's how he wants it. So he lifts one into shallow left center field. That's going to drop for a hit. Pages racing around third. He'll come in to score. Throw goes to second. It gets away. Conforto's going to rumble to third base. Kim goes to first and anchors there. And the Dodgers now lead it 6-0.
Well, he's 2 for 3 in his first major league start. He was also helping direct traffic. Conforto did not know where that ball had gone when he went into second base. And Kim was telling him, go over to third, go over to third.
So Ha-Seong Kim with an impact in this game. And that'll get Shohei up again. 2 outs, runners at the corners. And Lance Diaz out from behind home plate telling his pitcher Phillips, hey, you may want to wait until your center fielder's ready. And so he gave Dane Myers a chance to get into position. Here comes the pitch to Ohtani from Phillips. And he takes a strike. That looked like Ohtani was really gearing up. I'll let one rip there. 0-1. Runners off first and third. Pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air, but playable. Over left center field. Stowers will look up into the roof, make the catch. And the side retired, but the Dodgers will pick up a run on 3 hits. They leave 2. And at the end of 5.5 innings, it's the
Ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
You can be a lone ranger on the field, Scorpio, preferring to stay in your own lane instead of making yourself vulnerable to your opponents. But if this vibe starts to show up amongst your teammates, it's time to let your guard down and work on your pitch together. Pairing up can only help you become a stronger player.
Share the good times at Shakey's today.
For Ben Kasparias. Kasparias still has the book open on him, responsible for 1 run, but still the 2 base runners on. Sanchez at second and Norby at first. Dane Myers, right-handed hitter, coming up. 1 out, 6-1. Dodgers lead it in the 6th inning. 18th appearance for Vesia. A lot of appearances. One of the leaders in Major League Baseball out of the bullpens. No decisions on the year, though. Pitches inside to Myers, who is 1 for 2 in the game. Pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. 1-0 pitch. Swung on line to center field. Here comes Taylor. He'll make a shoulder-high catch to retire Myers on a hard-hit ball to center field. 2 down. Pryor is going to come out and pay Vesia a visit. Looks like we've got a pinch hitter coming up. And it's going to be Ramirez, it looks like, who is one of 3 catchers they currently have on the roster. So Augustine Ramirez will come up and hit in Graham Pauley's spot in the 6th inning. You got to think that Clayton McCullough is probably thinking that Ramirez gives him a really good chance maybe to get a hold of one here, get 3 runs on the board, and that might be their best chance here in the 6th inning against this tough Dodger bullpen. However, Ramirez has struggled. First game against the Dodgers, he hit pretty well, but since then he's been 1 for 24. Runners lead first and second, and the pitch from Vesia. And Ramirez takes a strike. 6 runs, 9 hits for the Dodgers. 1 run, 5 hits for the Marlins. And the delivery swung on and missed. Vesia gets ahead of him 0-2. Vesia gets him here. You're going to figure he's going to go back out in the 7th. 2 on, 2 out. The 0-2 pitch to the pinch hitter, Agustin Ramirez. He struck him out with a slider. 3 pitches to get him. And Vesia comes in, faces 2 men, gets them both. The Marlins in the 6th get a run on 3 hits. They leave 2, no Dodger errors. On to the 7th inning. It's the Dodgers 6, Marlins 1.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art RadExact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
It's the baby. It's your first baby. It's pretty incredible standing here among all of our guys. This is why this has all happened. It's a tough game, obviously, the way they came from behind. We kind of regrouped during the rain delay, and this group never quits, just like they had just said.
That's Joe Madden after the Chicago Cubs won the 2016 World Series. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Marlins 1. Changes now as Ramirez goes in to catch. It looks like Ramirez put the gear on and he's now in there to catch. He's getting a new PitchCom device. Sanoa goes from second to third base. And into second base.
Simon.
Ronnie Simon over there. So those are the changes defensively for the Marlins. Tyler Phillips stays on the pitch. Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Mookie Betts to lead off the 7th. He's 1 for 3, singled and scored back in the 1st. Pitch, and that is low, ball 1. Just another note on the home run by Ohtani. Got one more for you. 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. Again, it came off the bat at 117.9 miles per hour. That's incredible exit velocity. 1-1 pitch, and Mookie takes inside, 2-1. So the great researcher for Major League Baseball, Sarah Langs, has these numbers on the exit velocities of 117 miles an hour plus. Mookie looks at one outside. Count goes to 3-1. So since StatCast began in 2015, regular season and playoffs, haven't been that many at that rate. And Mookie hits a ground ball down to third slowly, and it's going to be picked up by Sanoa with one hand. He throws to first too late, and that's an infield single for Betts. So the player who has the most hits since 2015, 117 miles per hour or better, Giancarlo Stanton, the Yankees with 22. Aaron Judge with the Yankees has 10, and now Ohtani has 9. Of course, Ohtani wasn't here in 15, so Stanton was, so he's got a little head start. But Ohtani 9 and counting. Those are the top 3. There's Freddie Freeman. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Seventh home run of the season for Freddie Freeman. RBIs 22 and 23. Nobody out. Betts at first. Phillips stretching, now delivers home, and Freddie a swing and a miss.
Freeman has enjoyed against the Marlins. You're talking about it earlier. 214th game career against them.
41 home runs. He is tied for the all-time lead in home runs against the Marlins.
And a .320 career average.
Former Philly Ryan Howard and former National Ryan Zimmerman also with 41. And Freddie reaches for one, and he pokes it to the right center field alley. That's down. Around second and on his way to third is Betts. He'll be held there. Throw comes into second, and Freddie is out. And Freddie is pointing to the first base dugout. But he looked to be out by a long way.
Unless he thought that all of a sudden he became invisible. It reminds me of a video of the late Willie Stargell, who, knowing he was going to be out going into second base during the slide, tried to call timeout the second base umpire.
So it's a single for Freeman. Infield comes in. Betts is at third. And Freeman thrown out at second base. Now Chris Taylor a chance to get another run in. I think what he was talking about was he thought that Simon missed the tag, the second baseman, who had the ball 10 minutes before Freddie got to second base. And Taylor playing in his 1,000th game for the Dodgers. Can you believe that? He is among the all-time leaders in games played for the Dodgers. Six-1 Dodgers lead. Taylor looks at it outside. 2-1.
So Myers gets the assist. That's the 5th outfield assist for Myers this year.
It goes 8-4. Bill Russell, incidentally, with the most games, 2,181. Chris has a long way to go to catch him. Two and two the count to Chris Taylor. One out, Betts at third. Infield drawn in. Not all the way in, but almost for the Marlins. Betts with a leadoff infield single. Taylor came in for Teoscar Hernandez, who left in the 4th with left hamstring tightness. And time is called. The catcher Ramirez will go out and talk to him.
Well, as soon as you said 2-2 on the count, every time I hear that, I think of Vin Scully's ring. 2-2 to Harvey Keene. By the way, it's going to be Vin Scully bobblehead night Monday, May 19th against the Diamondbacks. First 40,000 fans in attendance take home a Vin Scully bobblehead presented by 76. So come out and join us. Celebrate the legendary voice of baseball. A piece of Dodger history. Dodgers.com/promotions.
That call from Sandy Koufax. Yep. Perfect game. Pitch low and outside. Full count to Chris Taylor.
2-2 to Harvey Keene.
Struck out Keene, and that was it. Perfecto. 3-2. There's a shot down the left field line. That's a base hit. It's going to roll to the corner. Betts comes in to score. Around first and on his way to second is Taylor. He takes a big turn there, puts the brakes on, but he's got himself an RBI double, and the Dodgers now lead it 7-1.
Well, for Chris Taylor, I mean, he needed that hit like apple pie needs a scoop of ice cream. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's been a battle. As a 3-2 is a breaking ball.
One out, runner at second, and Will Smith the batter. How was your ice cream tonight, by the way?
Very good. Which time?
That's right. You went back for seconds. Probably shouldn't say that out loud, but you did. Yeah, they've got a good ice cream setup here. Frozen yogurt for those who want to believe that. Here's a 1-0, and Will swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. First of 3 straight with the Marlins here in Miami. Strike call to Will. News about a former Dodger today in baseball. Ross Stripling, one of the gentlemen of the game, one of the nicer guys you're going to meet around the game, announced his retirement today. 1-2, and this one is hit in the air to left field, playable for Stowers. He'll make the catch for the 2nd out. Taylor stays at second base. But happy for Chicken Strip. He had a great career, really good career. And a lot of it with the Dodgers, came up with the Dodgers. And, you know, he's going to have a really bright future because during his playing days in the offseason, he had been a stockbroker, financial advisor, very good at it, too, you understand. Max Muncy takes strike 1. So Ross Stripling on to the next chapter of life. He made his 10 years. He got his 10 years in. Which for a player is the goal. And you have a lot of goals. You know, you want to be a champion. You want to do well. You want to win a World Series. But from the personal standpoint, the 10-year mark is great because that assures you get a full pension when you retire.
You have to get there first. You have to get game or day 1 under your belt, which is difficult.
Oh, and 2 to Max Muncy. Which skips in the dirt. 1 and 2. Well, wasn't it in Stripling's debut where he had a no-hitter going?
Yeah, he was taken out. If I remember correctly, he was in San Francisco against the Giants.
Yeah, that's right.
And his dad was there. And his dad agreed with Dave Roberts. Right. Yes, he needed to be taken out of the game.
1-2. Swing and a miss down the front knee. Was Muncy. He strikes out. He's 0 for 4 tonight. Dodgers get a run, 3 hits. They leave 1. Stretch time in South Florida, middle of the 7th. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Marlins 1.
It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Hayes puts it in the air to right field. Blackman can't get to it. Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com. Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
Bottom of the 7th inning, 7-1 Dodgers. Evan Phillips is in out of the Dodger bullpen to take over for Alex Vesia, who went 2/3 of an inning, struck out 1, faced 2 men. And got that job done, holding Ben Kasparius to just 1 run allowed. Kasparius Coming in for 4 innings after Jack Dreyer started, was the opener, went an inning and a third. So Kasparius will be the pitcher of record. And Sandy Alcantara for the 2nd straight time against the Dodgers on the hook. But here is Phillips, right-hander, now facing the second baseman Ronnie Simon. And the pitch is in there for a strike.
Well, Simon does not give you a real big strike zone as far as vertically. Simon listed at 5'8". Listed.
0-1 pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, somebody measured him for spring training for use on the ABS, you think. Simon was hitting the ball well in AAA, 354 Marlins AAA club, but he's hitting 222 here in the big leagues. 7th appearance out of the Dodger bullpen for Evan Phillips. No decisions. And there's a ground ball the other way inside of third for a base hit for Simon. Leadoff man is aboard against Evan Phillips here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Javier Sanoja, now the 3rd baseman up. Pitch from Phillips. In for a strike to the right-handed batter. Outfield playing him straight up. Kim close to the bag at second. Mookie in a few steps from the outfield turf. And a little bit behind the bag. Close enough to the line for Max Muncy. The pitch. That's low and away. Sweeper at 85. Ball and a strike to Sanoja. The leadoff man Xavier Edwards in the on-deck circle. Nobody out, 1 aboard. Marlins half of the 7th inning. Pitch in the dirt again. Another sweeper that didn't connect. 2 balls and 1 strike. Simon leads at first. Good size lead too. Held on by Freeman. Stretch. Phillips fires. And a ground ball toward short. Past a diving Mookie Betts. Doble's backhand side. That is into left field for a base hit. And Phillips has given up back-to-back base hits.
I said before, saying to the Marlins, they will swing the bats. I mean, middle of the pack, 12th. Team batting average, 248. Dodgers are 6 at 255 as this contest started tonight.
Xavier Edwards, the switch hitter, batting left-handed again against the right-hander Evan Phillips. Well, in Atlanta, the Braves lead the Reds 4-0. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the 5th in Milwaukee. Brewers 3, Astros 0. Bottom of the 4th inning at Yankee Stadium. Yankees 2, Padres 0. And the Giants and Cubs are tied at 2 in the bottom of the 4th at Wrigley Field. And in St. Louis, the Cardinals and Pirates are tied at 2 apiece. Top of the 4th. Royals and White Sox scoreless. Most of the action in the big leagues underway on this Monday. 0-1 now to Xavier Edwards. He swings and slices one to left field. Conforto will make the catch. And the runners stay put. And there's 1 out. That could be a tough play for a left fielder, can it, Mo?
Well, that was a loud out, too. Yeah, you don't know if the ball is going to be hooking, if it's going to tail, if it's going to sink.
As a left fielder, that ball can slice away from you to your right. And you could tell by the way that he reached across his body that that ball did have a good amount of slice on. Kyle Stowers, 2 on, 1 out. Left-handed hitting left fielder takes low and in. Stowers 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Rain in the nation's capital tonight. The Nationals and Guardians rained out. They will make that game up tomorrow as part of the twin bill. There's a ground ball to the right side, backhanded by Freeman. He goes to second, 1. Mookie there for the force out. And Stour is safe at first, so there'll be runners at the corners and 2 men out. Simon advancing to third. Now that ball took Freddie way off first base, but the only out available to him was the one right in front of him. Take the outs when you get them. Eric Wagaman, who doubled to center field last time up in the 6th. Stretched by Phillips, runners off the corners. Pitch is a breaking ball down and away. Making an attempt at the wave here. Home Depot Park. 1-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. Now the Marlins have always had modest crowds. Not a bad crowd here tonight, relatively speaking, with the Dodgers in town. A lot of Dodger fans here. This stadium is on the site of the old Orange Bowl, right near Little Havana, in the heart of Miami. 1-1 pitch from Phillips. Swung on ground ball right up the middle. Waiting for it was Ha-Seong Kim. He grabs it, goes and steps on the bag and gets the force out. That retires the side. No runs. 2 hits, 2 left. And at the end of 7.
It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Will you be okay for the show Saturday?
Yep. Look, ZocDoc has a ton of in-network doctors who can see me this week.
This week?
Reviews say Dr. Okami has a great bedside manner. Or Dr. Stafford. Patients say he never rushes appointments and has an opening today.
You should rush to his office.
And booked.
Now I need ZocDoc to find an ear doctor. You've got options. Book on ZocDoc today.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. And the Cardinals.
To LA Dodgers baseball.
On top of the mountain.
On the world champion LA Dodgers.
The Yankees, as he will pitch in the bottom of the 8th inning to Jesus Sanchez. Sanchez, the right fielder. 7-1 Dodgers with the lead. Sanchez, left-handed batter, right side of the infield deep for him. Infield swung around the other way a little bit. And Gomez pitch up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, the bottom of the 7th inning in Atlanta, the Braves with a 4-0 lead over Cincinnati. And right-hander A.J. Smith-Shawver for Atlanta has a no-hitter going. And Gomez gives up a hit to the first batter he faces here in Sanchez, who hits it on the ground into right field. And the leadoff man is aboard. Second hit for Sanchez in the game. Braves, 22-year-old right-hander working on a no-no right now. Still a couple of innings left for the Reds. Foul ball. Connor Norby, the designated hitter, 1 for 3, singled last time up in the 6th. 0-1 to Norby, a .228 batter. Right-handed hitter waits, and here's Gomez delivery. And he's on the way with Sanchez leading at first. Swung on and missed. Whipped the fastball by him at 93. what point do you get concerned about a no-hitter? 6th inning after 6 or after 7? Now when you start taking it seriously?
Yes. Well, you get your attention, but you really start taking it, I think, seriously in the 7th.
0-2 pitch. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Heavy fastball at 94. Norby strikes out, and there's one away.
I was watching Sanchez at first base. I mean, this is not a spot you're going to be stealing the bag at all. I mean, you're down. But he's taken no secondary lead at all. None.
He is just anchored. He's planted his feet there. Dane Myers, the center fielder. Right-handed batter, swings and lines it into center for a base hit. And Sanchez will stop at second base. Taylor will retrieve the baseball. 1st and 2nd and 1 out now for Miami in the bottom of the 8th. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Agustin Ramirez, the catcher, 2nd time up in the game. Been in the pinch hit before. Takes a big hack and fouls it off to the right now to play. 0-1. It's now raining in New York in the Bronx. They've delayed that game. Tarps on the field. Yankees leading the Padres 2-0 bottom of the 4th. I already told you the Nationals and Guardians were washed out tonight in D.C. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ramirez. 2 games to be played tonight, and both of them out west. The Mets are in Arizona to take on the Diamondbacks, and the Athletics will host the Mariners in West Sacramento. This ball is hit high and deep to left field. Way back it goes, and this ball is gone. Oh, Ramirez with a 3-run shot. Gomez giving up the 3 spot here. It's now 7-4. Oh, there was nothing cheap about that one.
Ramirez knew it was gone the moment he hit it. That was the reason that Clayton McCullough had Ramirez come on and pinch hit in the 6th inning, hoping to get some lightning.
He was certainly capable of what he just did, but a 3-run homer. And Mark Pryor is going to come out and talk with Gomez. Remember the last time Gomez came on, the Dodgers had a big lead against the Marlins late in the ball game, and the Marlins started pouring on some runs against Gomez. That was on the 30th. That was the Wednesday day game where the Marlins came up with 4 runs in the 9th inning against Gomez. And a runaway game at 12-3 became a 12-7 final.
Tender Scott warming up, and he's working rather rapidly in the Dodgers bullpen, not beyond the right field fence.
Seven 7-4. It's a 3-run game now, bottom of the 8th inning. Stretch by Gomez, and the pitch to Ronnie Simon. And that's in there for a strike. Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. 0-1 pitch. Simon takes a strike. It's 0-2. One thing that the Marlins have been very good at this year is hitting with runners in scoring position. If I told you that the Marlins offense led Major League Baseball with a .301 average with runners in scoring position and 2 outs, here's 1 out, but they have been even better with 2 outs. got 44 hits in those situations. Ground ball slowly hit right side. Kim has it. Quick backhand shuffle with the glove right to Freddie Freeman. Freeman dropped it. Kim got it there. Might have surprised Freddie a little bit how quickly the ball got on him. And Simon will be safe. And the official score is going to charge the error to Freddie Freeman. That ball was right in his glove and he just squeezed it out.
It's the only chance that Kim had, because he had to run a long way in order just to get to the baseball. If he reaches into the glove to grasp it and then make the throw, there was no chance at all.
Dave Roberts now left with little choice but to go get Yolendrys Gomez, and Gomez out of the ball game. Tanner Scott's going to be coming in. Pitching change timeout. 1 on, 1 out for the Marlins in the bottom of the 8th inning. The home run by
Break Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
It's the baby. It's your first baby. It's pretty incredible. Standing here among all of our guys. This is why this has all happened. It's a tough game, obviously, the way they came from behind. We kind of regrouped during the rain delay, and this group never quits, just like they had just said.
That's Joe Madden after the Chicago Cubs won the 2016 World Series. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com. Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
Tim Nevitt and Wayne McDonald with us here. And glad you're with us, no matter where you happen to be. Listen to Dodger baseball a little earlier than normal because of the time zone difference and the early start here in Miami. Same time tomorrow for game 2. Kirby Yates is on for the 19th time. He leads all relievers in appearances in Major League Baseball already. 3-1 the record. And he will face Eric Wagaman, who's now at third base. Kike Hernandez is in the ball game in left field now for the Dodgers. And Max Muncy playing no doubles defense at third, way deep and close to the line for the right-handed hitter. 0-1 the count to Wagaman, who took a strike on the outside corner from Yates. Wagaman has a hit in the game tonight, just one. It was a double in the 6th. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Good splitter. Boy, what does that look like out of the hand, and then what does it look like when it finishes up?
Well, if the guy's throwing it correctly, there's no slowing down of the arm action at release point. It comes out, it looks like a fastball. You think, I got it. Bottom drops out, goes to the basement, and you go, don't got it.
0-2 pitch. And that's low. Another splitter. This time Wagaman lays off.
But that's a pitch, Tim, that the pitcher has to really follow through with. You know, that downward motion at the release point to make sure the ball tumbles. If it doesn't tumble, it may be hit hard.
1-2 in the dirt. Goes to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And by tumbling, I'm talking about it's kind of a slow motion rotation topwise. In other words, you release the ball, you throw something, you get backspin. Well, the splitter has a tendency to get topspin, but not at a high rate.
Yates stretching, and the right-hander's 2-2. Swung on, fouled back just under our booth. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wagaman waiting for the next offer from Yates. Here it comes. And he taps it foul on the third base side. Stays alive. Just caught the top of the baseball on the splitter. Well, they're back in action now. The Tarps off the field in the Bronx. And they're halfway through the 5th inning now. Yankees still with a 2-0 lead over the Padres. Padres chasing the Dodgers. And the Giants trailing the Cubs 7-2 in the 6th. Giants with 4 errors in the game. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. High fastball way out of the zone. Wagaman chased, and there's one away in the bottom of the 9th. Jesus Sanchez, the right fielder, now batting. And the pitch to him inside for a ball. A 1-0 pitch from Yates. High and outside. 2 balls, no strike. Tomorrow, Tony Gonsolin will pitch. Cal Quantrill will be his mound opponent in Game 2. Wednesday, still TBA. There's a fastball rifle right past Sanchez. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike to the left-handed hitting right fielder for Miami. Sanchez 2 for 4 tonight. He scored a run. The field shifted around, playing him to pull. The pitch inside, and it's now 3-1. Today, a planned bullpen day. Jack Dreyer, Ben Kasparius, Alex Vesia, Evan Phillips, Yoendrys Gomez, Tanner Scott, and now Kirby Yates. Pitch fouled back. 2 strikes on Sanchez, a full count. The bullpen will count on Tony Gonsolin to give a little length tomorrow. Gonsolin had a very good outing in his first outing of the season last time out against these Marlins. Yates 3-2 offer. Swung on and fouled straight back to the screen. Yates trying to earn a save for Ben Kasparius. He would be the pitcher of record to the good, and on the bad side, Sandy Alcantara for the Marlins. 3-2 pitch. Sanchez swings and strikes out. The splitter got him to swing and miss. And now the Marlins down to the last out. Yates out of the bullpen has struck out the first 2 men he's faced, and now he will tangle with Connor Norby, the designated hitter. Norby, right side hitter, and he will take a ball inside. 1-0. Dodgers a single run in the first inning, 2 in the 3rd, 2 more in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. Freeman and Ohtani with home runs, and Norby hits a fly ball to right field. This will be playable for Andy Pages. Over toward the line, reaches up, makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 bottom of the 9th for Kirby Yates, and the Dodgers have won the ball game. They have won their 24th game of the season. Final totals on the ball game tonight here in Miami. Dodgers 7 runs, 13 hits, 1 error, and 6 left. The Marlins 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, and 10 men left on base. Ben Kasparius gets the win to go to 4-0. Sandy Alcantara drops to 2-4. For the first time in his career, he's lost 4 straight starts. Kirby Yates will pick up his first save. Game took 2 hours and 44 minutes to play in front of a crowd of 15,395 at Lone Depot Park with the roof closed tonight. Big night tonight as Freddie Freeman extended his hitting streak to 10 games. 2-run home run in the 3rd. 7 home runs for him on the year. Ohtani hit a laser beam home run in the 5th for his 9th. And Hesung Kim in his first major league start had his first major league hit, his first major league run scored, and his first major league run driven in.
This offense did the job, and we knew it was going to be a bullpen by committee.
All right, chat. So that is your final 7-4. Dodgers win game one. Look at Kirsten. Game one of this 3-game set from Lone Depot Field in Florida. And they'll be back at it again tomorrow. I believe it's the same start time tomorrow as it was today, chat. So I'll be on for that, of course. Looking forward to doing it. Numbers today. Numbers. We had 104 likes, a little over 5,400 views. Let me see if we got to the... we're 3 short still. 3 short still on the subscriber side from 22 fiber. But I appreciate y'all. I want to say goodnight, Gracie. Thank you to both the subscribers. Those are the Berserkers. And the V-Homies. Those are the members. Bobby came in like a legend, dropped a 5-bomb. And we had a number of smaller super chats today as well. So I appreciate it. I want to say goodnight, Gracie. Thank you to everybody for hanging out with us. And we're going to get through this week, and then I'll make my return to Cam and Mike for the games next week after the Diamondback series on Sunday. Again, just a programming note, I will not be streaming the game on Thursday as the COO and I are going to the game, but I will likely stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even though I'm probably not going to be able to see him. Kirsten is interviewing Hassan Kim right now after a very successful first start. 2 for 4, 2 singles, an RBI, a run scored, and a stolen base, his second as a Dodger. So I guess that wasn't a first for him tonight. Yeah, well, more than ever dog catcher, except that one time where like a boatload of them. I don't know if you remember that. It was like in year 2 where I was up at like 40,000 because of some glitch or bot attack or something. but yeah, that's the most we've ever had for reals. That thing went on for like 2 days, that bot attack, and we were at like 45,000. Anywho, good night, Gracie. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow night for more Dodger baseball.